Welcome. Adventurer. Back from adventuring, I see. Yes, hello. I'm back from my adventure. Any trouble along the way? Not much, but I did have some issue helping some people with some farming. Really? Even though you did more than 200 hours of farming? In the video game? Yeah, it's a lot harder to farm in real life, I realize. But I had a lot of fun. He gave me tons of beer afterward. Oh yeah? Oh yeah. Sounds like you should experience life outside a video game more. You only live once, you know? Whoa, word. I wasn't wholly viewing that straight away. Wicked awakening. That is valid. True wisdom in it. Verily, although video gaming has been mischievously vitiating a weak yet virtuous values, which would only be best vehemently savored within the prevailing vivacious world, all the vain and vastest voided of varicosities, the vision is vibrant, varifocal, virtuous vignettes, and the imaginative victories of achieving vigorous wearing, volition of vanquishing worlds were all just wows at times and vortex. I was but a mere villain for the vile villain without a visage, a valetudinarian, a vermin in its own volary, a virus virulent of my own mind vault, on the verge of folding into vermicellis. Unknowingly, I have evincibly vilipended my way from when, wedged a vacillated veil, via vastly and voluntarily a way to become the vassal to my own vanity. Whinging and venting at this point are all but vain, so veritasly, my very visceral velleity now is to vie exhaustively via weaving into the real ventures and the real struggles for vindication with Vims, rather than to live a vapid moment more in this virtual vaudeville diversion. Wow, that was a humbling sentiment and realization. So what you up to now that you finished your first adventure? Oh, I'm gonna play some Castlevania. Oh, fun. And after that, I will get a medical checkup since driving all the steak on the ground at the farm has made my hand all blistered. Oh, steak, huh? Speaking of steak, have you heard the news lately? No, I was busy with adventuring and farming, you know. So what's up? Oh, nothing much. It's just there's a new vampire moved to the castle nearby. Heard she's a new stakeholder for the place. Nothing much? Isn't that like a vampire? Yeah? Aren't vampires dangerous? What gave you that idea? Video games? Well, I guess they are dangerous, but there are so many ways to deal with them now that they are not that big of a threat anymore. Kinda like smallpox, you know? Aren't smallpox actually very dangerous? Since this world is based on a high fantasy setting in the Middle Ages with no vaccine created yet? Yeah? Okay then, no further question. Well, now that you mention it, we do have info on the European vampires, but not that much about other type of vampires. Maybe they could be dangerous for sure. I have to check up on them later. There are more than one type of vampires? Oh yeah, a whole bunch of them. All with different characteristics and appearances. Shoot, tell me about those that you know. I may encounter them in the future, so it's better to know about them sooner than later. That's the spirit. Here, let me craft it out. So the general gist about the vampire is that they are blood-sucking, flesh-devouring undead that has both pagan and religious root. And for this episode, we have a group of vampires with similar names and origin that I would like to name them the V-Roots Vampires. V-Root Vampires, huh? So their name all start with a V? That's right, their name all start with a V. Well, two of them are pronounced as double V, but they all come from the Slavic or Balkan region, so close enough. Isn't Slavic and Balkan are complete different concepts with different culture and folklore? How come they have similar naming vampires? Oh, you'll be surprised at how culture travel from places to places. Whoa, so what does this V vampire has in common? What's up with them gnarly dogs? They are generally werewolf vampire? What? How can werewolf be vampire? They just somehow are. The prefix Vok in their name often gets translated to wolf, but at the same time, many places just consider them to be vampire, so it's a tough call to classify this one. That sounds bloody gnarly. Dog? Yeah, so the Volkolak vampire from Serbia is an interesting case. It roams the street in a bloody outfit, while acting like a bloody drunkard, being a bloody bastard. There are two ways to become this vampire. One is by being unalive while being a sinner yourself. You can get a free race change if you die after committing a brutal murder as a 20-year-old-ish youth, or die after committing perjury, or die after committing triple X hardcore, total unrestrained, highly inappropriate things with your mother, or all three of them at the same time. The second way to become the Volkolak is to get bitten by a werewolf or to eat animal that was slain by the werewolf. Being bitten by a werewolf turned you into a vampire? Yes. Getting dog to go gnarly it seems, dog. This vampire has like crazy level of powers too, you know? Oh yeah? Yeah. It's so strong that it can even create a full-blown eclipse out of sheer will. That's the thing when the moon covers the sun. That's right. I wonder how eclipse works when there's a planet with two moons. What will happen when two moons cover each other? I wonder what's that called? Will the moon gravitational source get weaker, I wonder? Normally you would have two celestial bodies pulling the waves, but now one of them is blocked, so the ocean waves should get less pull and becomes calmer, right? What about when there's a total eclipse with one moon but there's also another moon near it? Would the day get darker as usual, or would there be a dim light like it's the nighttime? Why do you think so much about the bilunar planet system? I watch isekai anime sometimes. Oh, is having two moons like a common thing in isekai anime? Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. The Volkolak can also reincarnate, like the protagonist in an isekai. At the end of the 7th year, the Volkolak will self-destruct and is reincarnated as human being to begin the life cycle again. Holy cow! How do you even fight something with the power like the protagonist in an isekai? There exists only one way to defeat it in the records book. I'm listening. You must stab it and burn it. That's crazy. Yeah, it's the only way. Then we have another one from Dalmatia named Volkolak. They sound the same, but the Dalmatia one doesn't have a D. How do they reproduce without the D? Oh, I was talking about the naming. But this vampire is created when a werewolf and a woman doing triple X hardcore, total unrestrained, highly inappropriate things with each other. And the werewolf must die before the woman gives birth. Good old pump and dump strategy, I see. Penetrate then defenestrate, slam then scram, ejaculate then evacuate, beast then leave, squeeze the damn beats and be a mantis. It can also create when the man dies after selling his soul to the devil. How do you say his name again? Volkolak. Or you can call him Vuk. Oh, that's different enough, sure. Or Vrukolak. Oh, there's more alternative naming. Or Vuk. Then there's the Wurdulac. Even more names? Oh, this one's a different kind of vampire from Slavic folklore. Oh, phew. So this is the one whose name starts with a W, where it also has other names like the Wurdulac, Wurdulac, Vlkodlak. Okay, never mind. So what does this one actually do? Drink blood. Isn't that like all vampires? Yeah, they only have a cool name and want to drink blood. Do they need to drink blood every day? No idea. I don't have a good source for this. It's so word of mouth for this vampire. They might not want to drink blood every day though. Consuming blood every day can cause an iron overdose, which can cause liver damage. Well, they have lived long enough anyway. Speaking of liver, in Greek, there's another V-style vampire named Vrykolakas, who are more fond of liver than blood. This one's not much of a werewolf, but still a real threat to society. I am a take note for this. The Vrykolakas do not decay, so the gas will swell up in their body like a fat man. Then all the blood vessels overflow to give them a ruddy complexion. That's why red-haired gingers with dead grey eyes was thought to be a vampire at the time. Tim Minchin would like a word about this. The activities of the Volkolakas are nearly always harmful, ranging from merely leaving their graves and roaming about, through engaging in poltergeist-style activities, up to causing epidemics in the community. Among other things, the creature is believed to knock on the doors of houses and call out the names of the residents. If it gets no replies the first time, it will pass without causing any harm. If someone does answer the door though, they will die a few days later and become another Volkolakas. For this reason, there is a superstition presented in certain Greek villages that one should not answer a door until a second knock. This is a very anti-knock-knock jokes at a vampire. Knock-knock. Who's there? Volkolakas. Now die. Ah! Legends also said that the Volkolakas crushes or suffocates the sleepers by sitting on them, much like your sleep demon paralysis. They give everyone not only existential threats, but also existential dreads. Lastly, we have the Vjesci. Oh, this one doesn't have the Vuk prefix. Not a werewolf vampire, I assume. That's right. Very good observation, sir. Much like the Vrykolakas, in some story, they have a ruddy complexion and excitable nature. Upon turning vampiric, their body would cold closely and their limbs would remain limber. Their lips and cheeks would remain red, and blood spots would often appear under their fingernails and on their face. I don't like my fingernails painted red. Blue is better. How do one turn into this Vjesci so I can avoid it? Oh, you don't have to worry about it. You must be destined by birth and have a discernible caul on your head as a baby to be able to transform into the Vjesci. To prevent the individuals from becoming a Vjesci, the caul was removed, dried, grounded, and fed to the person on the 7th birthday. Well, blood-only diet is not much better than food poisoning at that point, I guess. According to legend, the Vjesci did not die. Instead, returned to life at midnight after its burial and start eating its clothes and some of its own flesh. the vampire would leave the graves and return home to eat its own family and neighbor. After visiting its relatives, it would go to the local church and ring the church bell. Those who heard the church bell were supposedly destined to be the vampire's next victims. Scary. How do I deal with them? Several ways actually. You can finesse a few extra steps with the burial process, like placing the Eucharist, net, crucifix, soil, and a chest of coin in the opposite crest of the vampire resting net. Then place a corpse also on the arms of the deathbed, flop it downward 7 inches drop, then left and pray with the clock on the push to knock non-stop. Oh, word? Crestfallen, prime, but they need some decapitation. Add nails to the forehead, forbade one hymning, interpolation, spring blood undermined to the sick, time equalizing, living in a rhythmatic, winning in ticks, no harm in dividing. Oh, didn't know you were a bard. Oh, I almost forgot. The Wupji is his cousin in Kashubia. No call from birth, there's 2 teeth, no phobia. Skirt. Alright, that should give you a brief overview of them these guys. There are also the strict type vampire and a few more ethnical one to talk about. But I believe you have a checkup to go to now, yes? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Thank you for the information by the way. Gotta go now, take cares. Okay, so the poster said that the new clinic is around here.
Oh, hello, a new patient. Come right in. So what you here for today?
Oh, I just want a medical checkup. I got a little sore and a blister from all that farming.
Aw, let me just take a blood sample and I'll get back to you.
I just got a blister.
You never know if you have an infection. Better be safe than sorry, dear.
That's fair. Ouch!
Oh, wow. Hot young blood. It's been a while.
Yo, you're trolling. Everything's alright?
Oh, it's all good. It has been a long time since I saw blood.
Business not going too well?
Yeah, that's why we have to move here. The rent here is cheaper. Oh, by the way, we also provide free dental care for first-time customers.
You have dental care in middle-aged European township like this?
Oh, we do. We do. We like sharp, healthy teeth after all.
For the sinewy stick and brick bread chewing, isn't it?
Yes, for eating.
Great. A great set of teeth is important for adventure. Make my teeth sharper if possible, please.
Oh, don't you worry. I have just the way to make your teeth sharper, alright? Just need you to become one of us.
One of you guys? What do you mean? Hey, don't come closer. Ah! Oh wow, my teeth do feel sharper now. This is awesome. Hey, you think I can shotgun all the beer cans back home with my new teeth? I reckon I can go for 20.
Oh, I would recommend not doing that. It's better to sink your teeth into something more fresh, fondue, and flavorful.
Like cheese! Yes, the cheese would go great with the beer. If I have any problem with my teeth, I can come back to you, right?
Yes, as long as you are one of us. I mean, as long as you are one of our regular patients, we'll give you a discount on dental.
Awesome.
I'll call you when we're done processing your blood. Have a good day.
You too.